Yo, people, what's going on? Back again for another weekend wrap up. What you saying, bro?
Nah, man. Sam, had some technicals, man.
It's cool. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash the like button on the way in. There's like 400 of you lot almost waiting. Do you know what I'm saying? Gonna get into it, bruv. We're gonna get into it. What's your weekend saying, bruv?
Nah, man, it was all right, man. Arsenal obviously lost, but
it wasn't as bad as the loss wasn't as bad as a lot of people was expecting.
Nah, I'm still pissed off, man. I mean, we'll get into it, but yeah, I'm still pissed off about it because if we got absolutely smashed 5-6-0, that would be cool. But to lose 1-0 and that one goal come in the first minute of the game with nonsense defending when Sterling is out jumping, holding, and them like, nah. But yeah, we'll get into that. Where's everyone watching from, man? And everyone in the comments, man, what's good?
So I mean, let us know where you're watching from. Little Pep quote and that, you know, them ones there. Obviously, Pep's worked with Arteta, so he's gonna say that. But also, Pep knows what Arteta's ceiling is because obviously he's worked with him. But my honest opinion is that Arteta needs the players, innit? That's my honest opinion, bro. I've seen nothing from him that makes me think that he's not a good coach. I just think that he just doesn't have the players, bro. Imagine going from Man City and taking the training at Manchester City because he's the number 2. Man's taking the training. Imagine taking the training at Manchester City and you've got Aguero, De Bruyne and them, man, and then you have to try and replicate that with El Neni and these, man, bro. It's impossible. Even Pep couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely hear what you're saying. And that's why I'm not really jumping down the barrel with this one, man. That for me, as I've been saying all season, this year was always going to be a write-off for me. It was all about just getting some players out, hopefully getting a bit of quality in. And I think after, hopefully we can salvage something from this season. But a lot of it with Arsenal will come down to next year. Like we were always going to have this year, so people can all. I know people are here for like different agendas, Arteta agenda and Aubameyang agenda and whatever. But I'm not even worried about that, man. I'm not even worried about that. I think. We're going to talk about it. Yeah, yesterday, you can clearly see where we're not good enough.
Yeah.
Once City got their goal, after the first 20-30 minutes, they weren't even interested in it. It was literally just about, okay, let's see what you got. They literally sat back and it was up to Arsenal to break them down and we couldn't. Do you get what I'm saying? And you're going to get games like that, fair enough. But what you can't do is then just, City could have been got at yesterday and they weren't. Do you get what I'm saying? Too many things like El Neni just refuses to pass forward. Do you
think that he refuses to pass forward because he's a coward or because he's under instruction not to?
No, you can never be under instruction not to. I hear that there's keeping the ball and whatever, but then there's just not having it in you. Like there was a moment yesterday, we were on a break. Odegaard gave Elneny the ball on the halfway line. We were on the counter attack. I could see Saka in plenty of space in the middle, and he did a full 360 and passed it back.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was just like, what's all this? Like if we're trying to get to a certain level, and people complain about Dani Ceballos, but Dani Ceballos would have picked out that pass. Do you get what I'm saying? And you can't have people in the middle who just can't take risk. And Odegaard's done well, but again, we weren't finding him in the spaces that where he needed to be. Yeah. And City just had the ball for ages, and literally the only thing we were doing was getting the ball down to Tierney. Fam, Tierney was burnt out after flipping 25 minutes. The guy's been gone for how long? But that first 10 minutes, they were doing that diagonal to Mahrez, and Mahrez was having a field day.
Every time. Yeah,
he was burnt out, man. So, like, he was our only out. What's the word I'm looking for? Is it outlet? Is that the word?
Yeah.
He was our only outlet, and it was just really, bad just then. And I saw some people like, oh, it was only 1-0. If it's only 1-0, we lost. But nah, man. I'd hear that if we lost 1-0, we had a real go at it. And
no, it's the mannerisms. Yeah, bruv. This is how I felt when we drew with Chelsea and when we drew and when we also drew with Liverpool. It's like, bruv, we didn't go for it. Man is saying, oh yeah, a point at Anfield is decent. Just like man will say, oh, just losing 1-0 to Man City. Bruv, it's the manner in which man go out, innit?
Yeah, man. I'm not here for it at all, man.
But then what are you saying? You would have rather your team went for it and then got pammed 3-4-0?
Bro, I think it was Neville, whoever was commentating yesterday, said the teams that have had the most joy against Man City are the ones that have just come out and been brave.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But that's a double-edged sword, though.
Say no. It 100% is, because we could go out and be brave and then just get absolutely smashed. But losing 1-0 when you haven't really, losing 1-0 when you haven't really had, a go at it, and the goal you concede is mad. And it's not like Man City were. If Man City were firing, like we're going mad for 90 minutes, I'd understand the whole being held back. They were literally chilling. They were chilling. After, it wasn't Neville. Neville said it yesterday. Second half, Mahrez get the ball. In the first 20, 30 minutes, he was attacking the left back. After that, he was all right to just pop it off Sterling. All right to just pop it off. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think, without being too open and expansive, I think we could have been a bit more brave and taken more risks. Do you get what I'm saying? And because of that, because of the way we were set up to play, we just never got going. We just never created anything. Obviously, I'm going to talk about this because I saw it again yesterday that people were getting onto Aubameyang, but I don't know what people wanted Aubameyang to do yesterday.
Bro, listen, Dapo, you know what it is, yeah? These man ain't got a clue about this football thing. That's what it is, yeah? Like I see some pundits saying, oh, like Aubameyang's past it and that, past his best. I was like, bruv, you don't forget how to put the ball in there.
Bro,
that you don't forget.
Hear this, during the week, yeah, 100% I hold him. In the Europa League, he missed a couple tries. That one there, I'll be like, nah, Aubameyang needs to do better. Do you get what I'm saying? But because he was getting into positions and...
Yeah, but bruv, for me, yeah, again, that's not a problem. I'm saying the same thing about Martial right now, yeah, bro. Aubameyang he's always been someone who misses chances, bro. The difference is he's someone who normally gets more chances. Aubameyang's biggest problem right now is he's not getting enough chances. It's not that he's missing chances, because he's always missed chances.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say. So during the week in Europa League, when he missed chances and he was getting the chances, I was like, you know what? He needs to do that. He came out and said he should have scored more. 100%, I'm here. But in a game like yesterday, when you're not getting any chances, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what people want him to do. Like, just the week before, when he got the chances, he bagged 3 and could have got 4. And everyone's like, yeah, Aubameyang. And then a week later against Man City, but yeah, so I don't know. There's people who, like, Bellerin should not be playing. Holding should not be playing. Like, honestly, against, okay, so here it is. I'm not an Arteta out guy. I'm not an Arteta in guy. I just want the best for my team, innit? But you have to question certain things. And if he's got one eye on the Europa League, then fair enough. But I just think you take it game by game basis, innit? You play your best team always. And if come the next game, you assess where they're at and they're not fit, then fair enough. Do you get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Mari, and I like Mari. Mari's been out for ages. And you playing his first game back, you're playing him against Man City with Holding. It's not even like you're playing him with someone who's equally as all right. You're playing him with Holding, and Holding's getting out jumped by by Sterling in the bot. Like, it's just not good enough. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Bellerin's not good enough. Tierney's coming back from injury, got burnt out after 25, 30 minutes. Xhaka and Elneny in that middle, it was always going to end one way. Odegaard, and people say Odegaard didn't play well. I don't think that's, of all the games I've seen him in for Arsenal, that wasn't his best, but I also don't think it was his fault. Do you get one? There are things, misplaced passes, a couple of things he did bad and whatever, but he was trying and he was getting on the ball, trying to make it happen. So, and also I don't think we were finding him in the right places. So Odegaard, I'm not even going to give him too much blame. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he was trying. Saka was just doing what Saka does. Saka's my guy, innit? You get me? Oba, Pepe, again, like, there was nothing to do, because what we were doing, and this is what I didn't like, and this is what happens when you play Xhaka and Elneny. What happens is that Bellerin, Holding, they'll get the ball and they'll punt it long.
Yeah.
Why punting it long? Like, what do you expect people to do when you're punting it long like that? And then, like, I tweeted yesterday, can we just not hold the ball for 30 seconds?
Yep.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm here for a conversation, but all of this, Aubameyang is finished and whatever. Like, let's not do that.
I'm tired of it, innit? And you know what it is, yeah. Like, I don't watch these mainstream pundits. I don't respect them. And what makes me even more angry is, yeah, some of them used to be decent footballers. And for the life of me, yeah, some of the shit that they say, bruv, makes me literally wanna pull up on the studio, fam. Like, you know what I mean? It's not even players that play for my club, bruv. It's everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? It's actually a fucking joke, blood. Like, when I see man saying, I think it was Jamie Redknapp that was talking about Aubameyang. Like, allow it, bruv. You know what I mean? What are you talking about?
Shall I tell you why I don't listen to them, man? Because when he banged the hat trick against Leeds, everyone was all over him. Do you get what I'm saying? And wait 1 second, I'm just trying to go back because I don't think I actually answered that super chat that was there.
Yeah, man just said on the super chat, here it is here, bro. Like, man just said, where do you expect to finish here? And what type of football do you expect to finish? And before you go on to that, bro, even yesterday, when you're trying to hit City on the break, yeah, you don't have a Rashford or someone like that at least has the pace to scare, man, bro. When I look at your attacking players, yeah, you're not even really suited to sitting back and countering. So what can a manager do with those players? What kind of football can man really play, blood?
I'll tell you why, yeah, because you see with Rashford, I saw, when was it? When did Rashford score that goal and Fred put him through? When was that?
That was last game.
Okay.
4-0. The 4-0 game. The last one before that.
Rashford was on his bike. Fred found him quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no real quality into, like, there's so
into Oba or something. Who's going to play that killer pass?
There's so many times. And the thing is, Saka can try, but you can't always just give the ball to Saka. It's not a one-man game. Do you get what I'm saying? And even Saka ain't the sort to put those passes in. Do you know what I mean? He'll get on the ball, make something happen, and then bang. Like, he's not the sort to just get on the ball, turn, and put the pass through. Do you get what I'm saying? There's so many times I saw runs being made, and in the past where they'll find Aubameyang and whatever, you're getting on any turning back. You're getting Xhaka going back, like taking time on the ball. Like, everything is just so slow. And we need someone in there who can just make something happen and just get the ball forward into the right area. So we can't do what United can do. We're not there yet.
You don't have the personnel. That's all it is. And again, that's not down to the manager.
We're not there yet. So, like, when I hear people, you know, saying, "Oh, Arsenal are in the mud," and all this, I'm just like, yeah, but what do you want us to do? And in regards to where I think we're going to finish, I've been saying, like, I think this is just a top 10 team right now. And yes, I want us to be Champions League and whatever, but we're not there. We're not there. I said before with you, like, we're gonna lose a couple more games. It's gonna happen. So I think it's just about the mannerisms right now in regards to how we're losing, and I still want to see improvement. 100%. I'm not just giving up. I still want to see improvement, but I truly believe I'm going to be a bit more harsh on, like, the Artetas and the team after this next transfer window, because, you know, this is his first full season in charge, and there are times where I can see positive things. Like, even yesterday, I'm not going to lie to you. You see City normally against us, that's a normal 3-4-0. Easy. Easy. And the game's exactly the same. Like, yesterday, I saw some stuff like where we were on top at times, but we just don't have the quality. We don't have the quality to just actually make them pay. Do you get what I'm saying? Where City have the quality to just make something out of nothing. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man.
Yeah, no, fair enough, bro. 100%. I couldn't agree more. And I think that the Aubameyang criticism, just like the Martial criticism, yeah, it's not warranted, isn't it? And it's one of them. Pardon?
No, the comments are just really annoying. People don't listen, yeah?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're going through them anyway. It's not warranted. It's not that people don't listen, bruv. It's just that, bruv, people there, like, just want to get their own fucking agendas across, innit? And that's what man noticed. Like, and big up Statman as well, bruv. I got the numbers that I wanted, yeah. And I am going to absolutely cook him as well, blood, because all the numbers that man got, yeah, actually backed up my Martial argument yesterday. And it's mad because numbers without context don't mean anything. Like you're saying, Aubameyang, yeah, he bagged the hattie, yeah. He had 4 chances, scored 3 the other day. Everyone was like, great. Strikers ain't going to be on that kind of form every game. It's not realistic. So yeah, cool. It stands out that he missed the chance in Euro and that. But bruv, a striker's only as good as their supply line. And bruv, Arsenal ain't creating enough chances for him, bro. It's that simple, bro. Like if Aubameyang was missing chances every game, then man can say, oh, you know what? He's declined and that. But he's not. You know them ones, I don't know how many big chances he's missed or how many chances he's missed, yeah? And also what I found out yesterday is that headers in the box, yeah, count as a big chance. So sometimes, yeah, man can get the ball crossed in, yeah? And bruv, if you're not good in the air, it's not a fucking big chance. And furthermore, yeah, if the cross is behind you, if your head makes connection with the ball, even if it's a shit cross, it goes down as a big chance missed. So there's bare things manipulating, making it look like players are playing worse than they are. But actually, yeah, when I look at Aubameyang, yeah, I don't see him missing chances every game. I see large portions of the game where he's not involved at all. Yeah, that's down to the style of the team more than what? Oh, Aubameyang can't finish no more because he can fucking finish.
You know what it is? At the end of the day, as a striker, regardless of what anyone says, you're going to be judged on your goals. So when he's not scoring, even if he does play well but doesn't score a goal, people will only see that he hasn't scored.
Yeah, but the thing is, Dapo, like you know what pisses me off about that is, yeah, I'm someone in life that always asks the why question, innit? No one don't want to ask why he's not scoring no more. The easiest thing to say is man's not scoring no more because he's shit. But that's so fucking ridiculous, bro. How can you be in the golden boot running? Like, I think since he's come to Arsenal, I think no one scored more goals in the league than him. And then all of a sudden, yeah, he's shit.
Listen, I don't know anymore, man. And I'm just going to address.
I don't know either, blood.
I'm just going to address something. I saw that someone said that I'm happy that we only lost 1-0. Of course, I'm not bloody happy. No, I'm not happy that we lost 1-0. I'm vexed that we lost. But like, what I'm happy about is that even within the performance, I can see that there's something that we're not just getting 3s and 4s. And if we have the if we had the better talent, we could have made more of the game. City are much better than us. Like I'm saying, City gave us the ball because they knew we couldn't do anything to them. It's not that City were, that's what I'm saying. After the first 20, 30 minutes, City sat back. And then we grew into the game after that. Do you get what I'm saying? But we just didn't have the quality to make it count. So yes, I'm vexed that we lost 1-0. I'm vexed at the manner of the goal in which, like, if we lost 3-4-0 and City for 90 minutes just blew us away like they've been doing to teams, like, I couldn't have a complaint. The complaint I have is that City sat back and we only lost 1-0. But then if you look at the manner of the goal in the first minute, the same against Aston Villa. Against Aston Villa, we gave 1 goal away in the first minute and we couldn't recover from that. That's the concerning thing, that we can't recover. And it's hard enough to play Man City as it is, but when you go and give stupid goals like that, and I think for me, I'm just tired of it, man. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not here to be like, positivity. I'm tired of it. And I'm not happy that we lost 1-0. I'm happy that we didn't hold the 3s, 4s, and 5s 100%. And if you're not happy about that, then boy. But at the end of the day, the performance, it still wasn't good enough. I think we need to upgrade on certain players. I think Foden needs to honestly he shouldn't be our main starter at centre-back. No matter what combination we play, Foden is always there. And he shouldn't be. And I'm not here to just diss him or whatever, but he always has those moments of lapsed concentration. And people will talk about Bellerin, it was Bellerin's man, but he left Bellerin to go on to Foden. And if Foden had just opened up his body like a normal defender, that goal would have happened. Sterling should never be out jumping you. If you can see a man coming, like Sterling, there's never a chance he's going to out jump you. So even with that, Bellerin, there was a time where he was running in straight lines, didn't want to see a pass into the middle. Yeah, but I don't know. That's where I'm at. But I'm not happy with the 1-0. Don't ever get it twisted. And yesterday, just because you spoke about Martial, so I'm just talking bare today. Yesterday, we spoke about Martial. I tweeted yesterday that I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him because, get me, like, I've said my thing about Martial, that in like last season when he scored those goals, that this is the first time I've ever really seen him do it. But it's not his fault. Number one, he's definitely low on confidence. You can see that. Like, confidence is a big thing. That's number one. Number two, the big chances created for Man United, they don't fall to him.
Yeah,
And
they
I
don't.
feel like right now, Man United are in a space where if it doesn't go through Rashford or go through Bruno, they don't really look to anyone else.
And you know what's funny? Man say go through Rashford, yeah? Martial has actually created more chances than Rashford. A lot more chances for other people. And that's the funny thing, yeah? Like when you look at them stylistically, Rashford will cut inside and shoot by himself. Martial will get on the ball and look to play someone in a lot of the time, innit? Like he won't try and beat 2 or 3 men to get a shot off. And the thing is, if you're not greedy in this Man United team, you're not gonna thrive, innit? It goes down to it. The myth about Martial not working hard and being lazy is bullshit.
Oh, no,
Because the funny thing is, yeah, Statman pulled up bare numbers yesterday, yeah, like when we got off air. Like Martial averages, yeah, 7 more like presses, yeah, and it comes down as pressures than Rashford. So he actually runs more than him. He presses more than him. He intercepts the ball more than him. He breaks down the opposition play more than him. But in people's head, Rashford runs more, yeah, because Rashford wants to run in behind all the time, bro. It just comes down to styles, innit? So when people say that he's lazy and he doesn't press and all that, bruv, he presses more than literally any one of our front players statistically. So there's bare different things that people pull up here that don't make sense. And when you look at all his goals as well, he's averaging, yeah, like 2 free touches in the opposition box, yeah, like per game. Harry Kane's averaging 11. You know them ones, like, bruv, if you're averaging 3 touches in the opposition box every single game, yeah, unless you're one of them strikers that's scoring 1-touch finishes because the crosses are great, how are you going to get a shot off Dapo? Yeah, because you need at least 1 touch to steady yourself most of the time.
Do you know what it is with Martial? I think when you're high on confidence, like everything just clicks. When you're low, you can question everything. Things just don't go your way. I've seen him have baggy touches. Martial's touch is never baggy.
Never.
It's never baggy. But I've seen him have those touches, and suddenly, like certain runs where you'd make, 100 times a game, you're only doing them 2-3 times. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like with Martial, I do believe that he's overthinking a lot right now. Hence why a lot of time when he receives the ball, he's not receiving it in an area where he can actually do a lot of damage. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think he can't, bro.
Wait,
because the team don't play like that.
No, but the thing is, the joke is, like, you see Rashford. As much as I like Rashford, he gets away with murder because he's so greedy. And he's so greedy. Like I said it the other day, they must be going mad at him on this pitch because Rashford will just chop and be trying to shoot and at times he passes when he absolutely has to pass. Do you get what I'm saying? And he gets away with it. Whereas Martial, he just ain't that type of player to be doing greedy. He'll always look for the 1-2s and the tiki-takas. And I think Martial, to be honest, I think he'll do better in a team that actually suits his style more.
Yeah, right. But bruv, that's just because you've got sense, innit? Like anyone that understands football, like I think it was Dion Dublin and Alan Shearer, yeah. And that's when my head got hot in it. And they were like, oh yeah, he's not centre forward and that, this, that, and the other. Bruv, because he's not a fucking old school centre forward like you pagans, yeah, that made all of your money in the box, blood. Because that's what it is. You see that generation of footballer, they think, yeah, that if you don't fucking go hang, you're not a striker. Like that don't make no sense. You know the ones there, like man is clearly a striker. And the thing is, people that bring people into the game, yeah, that's the modern way of playing striker now. The reason why, yeah, like a lot of the time Pep would rather play without Aguero is because in the modern game, you need your forward player to bring people into the game. It's not just about 1-touch finish in the 6-yard box, bro. That was the old way to play striker. Now, if you ain't got link play and stuff like that, you get stuck out on the wing like Aubameyang. That's why Arteta would rather play Lacazette down the middle. Because his all-round game's better. Like my man saying Oba as a 9 is a lethal finisher, but he doesn't have overall qualities. In the modern game, you need overall qualities. Me and Statman pulled up Haaland's numbers, Martial's, Kane's, and Rashford's. Martial's all-round game is better than all of theirs statistically, like by far. If you look at it, yeah, because how it does it, it's in colors. I'm going to try and get Statman to come on the show so we can pull up the numbers for people. There's graphs, yeah. And obviously, the dark green is really good, the red's really bad, and the grey is in between, bro. Haaland's all-round game, yeah? He's got no green. Everything is grey, blood, and red. It's dead. But in the box, everything's green, cuz. You know them ones. And Martial's green at the top and in the middle, bro. He's literally the only player on the graph that's green all the way through, bro.
You know what it is?
His all-round game is good, bro.
Do you know what it is with your with those stats here?
Yeah.
It's that if you're not going to be in today's football, you do actually need to be a better overall player.
100.
If you're not going to be an overall player, you just got to be someone that just scores ridiculous amounts of goals, which is what Aubameyang. That's why no one ever talks about Aubameyang's overall game, because he bags. Do you get what I'm saying? So just
but he's not bagging now, so now everyone's trying to look for holes.
So because he's not bagging now, it's easy to just be like, oh, he's finished and blah blah blah. But he'll always bag as long as he's in a team that will create.
He will bag. Same with Lukaku, bro. Like everyone talks, no one talks about Lukaku's overall game when he's scoring goals.
This is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, people just like to, like, I say every week, we're so reactionary with things. Like, sometimes you just have to give things look at things over a course of time. Do you know what I mean? People were talking about Harry Kane being finished at one point in that moment, but then he started bagging goals again. And now it's gone back to, he ain't even all that. Sometimes you just have to take a step back and just let things be. Like me, I'll talk about Martial all day long and say, this and that. But when it really, when all banter is aside, he's a top player and he's struggling right now, but struggles happen. And there could be so many reasons as to why someone's struggling, but it's never a thing of he's struggling because he's not good enough. I felt sorry for him yesterday because when I went online, people were like, see, Martial, no, he's not good. We need to sell him. And and I'm just like, raw. This is a big boy player. He had a shot yesterday where the keeper saved. If that had gone in, no, like you wouldn't be saying these things. It's just fine margins, and you know, people just need to just relax with their extreme comments. It's like you can't flip flop between rubbish and good every week. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to give it over a period amount of time. And right now, I believe Martial is struggling because United, for me, when I watch them, they're built heavily up on individual talent right now. You know what I'm saying? And he is someone that, even though he has the individual qualities, he will thrive better in a team when there's more cohesion. That's why it's no coincidence that last season, when the team weren't about that at one point, when Greenwood was firing, when Pogba came back into the team, when Rashford, and they had that fluidity about them, you saw the best out of him. Because Martial, when you see him, he wants to give goals and play with the team. But if you're not on that, then you ain't going to ever see the best of him. You're going to see little glimpses.
Bro, but that's why I said to you, bro, like Bruno and Rashford are the only attacking players thriving in the system because they're both greedy enough to kind of say, you know what, I'll just play for myself. That's just all it comes down to. Everyone else that wants to do give and goes and that, bro, it's obsolete, bro. That's why Van der Beek's dying as well, bro. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science, bro. But these man that don't know ball want to just chat shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's just all it is. And they can do that till the cows come home, bro. Like, nobody cares, innit? Because the bottom line is, there's no, bruv, even Jesse Lingard's fucking playing better now he's left. Like, all of a sudden, Lingard's a baller. But I told man he was a baller.
Now that he's left United, I can enjoy Lingard, you know? Now that he's left United, fam. Like, this is... You know what? Lingard is... I'm so happy for him because he's left that team where, you know, he's playing under a manager that couldn't get the best out of him or whatever. And he's gone to somewhere where he's bubbling. He's bubbling. There's a reason why he couldn't bubble because... And I'm not here to dish United, but your team ain't set up to get the best out of everyone. I'm sorry.
But our team ain't set up to get the best out of anyone, bro. Do you know what I mean? It just, whatever happens.
You know, there's certain teams where it's built on... Okay, so Arsenal of old... Remember there was a time when people used to leave Arsenal and they never do better because it was about the team.
Yeah, it was about the system, Yeah,
about the team and whatever. Like, I don't think United's like that. I think United rely heavily on moments of magic from individuals. So when you're in a team like that, if you're not... Some guys that don't have those moments of magic. Lingard ain't a player where it's just like a magical pull it out. He thrives in a team that's doing well. West Ham are doing well and they play to his strengths. Do you know what I mean? The only people whose strengths United play to are Rashford and Bruno. Give the ball to Bruno, let him do whatever he wants. Like, and was it you that put up the stat, or maybe I saw it somewhere where it showed Bruno's average position in a game?
Bruv, his average position is the highest up the pitch every match, brother. Man's still calling him a midfielder.
It's centre forward. It's centre
Bro,
forward.
you know what it is, yeah? Them man have got this agenda, yeah, where they're just I don't know if these men have been starved of glory for so long that they're just trying to make it into something it isn't. Like, that's a real agenda, bruv, because literally it's just numbers all the time. That's all it is. Not performances, just numbers, bro. That's where the game's going, innit? Like, it's a joke, blood. Man's not a midfielder, bro. Like, man has no defensive responsibility and goes wherever he wants on the pitch, bro. Like, he's literally a roaming. He's almost like a joke, like the Joker of the pack, bro. He just goes where he wants, does what he wants. And then man are talking about yesterday, he got an assist for like miscontrolling a ball, or I don't know if he was trying to trap it or something like that. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he got an assist for that. Do you know what I mean? And he left the pitch with a GA of 2 yesterday, and he didn't even play well. And that's where football is now, isn't it? So, like, he's never a midfielder. Not in this team anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, to wrap up on Arsenal, to wrap up on United, I think Arsenal right now, we always needed this season where it was just not going to happen. So, yes, we don't like it, and I don't like it. But I think I'm very realistic in where I hold Arsenal. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh when I say Arsenal right now, we're not a top team. We should get that out of our head right now. We're not better than a lot of these teams right now. I think we have the capability and the capacity to be better very quickly, you know, and overtake these guys again. But there's too many people that needed to be gone, you know, too many mentality shifts that needed to change. So I'll be happy with top 8, and if we can get, well, it's not that we're happy, but that's what I expect. And if we can get that Europa League somehow, but with Europa League, it all depends on the luck of the draw for me. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm with United. You know, there's a reason why you guys weren't ever going to win the league, because there comes a moment where, you know, your team in general has to be a good team and not rely on individual. Because in the big games, or even not even in the big games, when you have players that can't bring their magic out, what do you do? On top of that, you've got a manager that ain't good enough at that level. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. West Ham flying. I'm here for West Ham celebration, by the way.
But I'm just here for what West Ham are doing. You know the ones, I'm here for it, bro, because it's funny. David Moyes has got these men playing ball, and David Moyes has found his level, innit? That's his level. West Ham. That level of player, that level of club, industry, hard work, and then a bit of quality.
The underdog level that shouldn't really be up, like what he was doing with Everton.
Nah, he was never a Man United manager.
Do you think, I'm not even trying to do banter here. Do you think that if he was given more time, things would have changed at United?
No. I mean, because the players never had his he never had the players' respect. You never had the players' respect. And if you don't have the players' respect, it's a big problem. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he could have done any more at Manchester United. I thought it was a bad idea bringing Moyes in the first place. But where he is now, like, he deserves to be there, and he's doing well, and he deserves a lot of respect, bro. He has to go down as one of the managers of the season so far. He's got these men in the top 4.
Yeah, he does. Also, listen, bruh, you man, not you, but whoever, you man, that were telling me Arsenal should go in for Hudson-Odoi, whatever his name is,
Who?
Hudson-Odoi. Well, I don't know what his name is, the Southampton manager.
Oh, Hudson-Odoi.
Do you see why I say, that we should just let things play out? Because no one is saying any of that anymore. And I'm not saying he's not a good manager. No, I'm not saying that at all. But sometimes it's so easy to just say, this person should be this person. You lot should get this person. And then when they're holding 9s and stuff like that, it goes awfully quiet. Watch him score against Arsenal. Who's that? Who's he talking about?
Ling's blood.
Ling. Probably. And probably start dancing. I'll hate him again.
Trust me, bro.
Big up. But what I did want to talk about is what's it? Merseyside derby.
But Carlo Ancelotti just showing everyone why. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the GOATs, blood, in football management.
Don Carlo. Yeah, he's. I just don't know, man. Like, I don't think Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool are finished. And I've said it, so I'm gonna have to stand on it. I still think Liverpool will finish second, miraculously. I don't think this.
No, they could definitely go on a run. Like, they get all their hard games out of the way, but I think Liverpool are toast.
Yeah, I don't think that they're absolutely. And to be honest, even though they are the most disrespected champions, obviously, I still like, for what they've done in the last 3 years. Like, it would have been very hard to maintain that. Like, every top team always at some point they go down, and Liverpool haven't not only have they got injuries, but they haven't done enough in regards to recruitment to stay at the top. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can see that the players are struggling right now. Like, do you know what it is? They've had near enough the same 11 for like the last 3 seasons. How they play is dependent. Like, the style of play is dependent on who is playing. So you can chop 1 or 2 players here and there, but when you change, the main back four, and then you change the main midfield, you see that Liverpool only have one way of playing. And now, where it was a system thing, now it's more of individual players. So unless Salah is bailing them out right now, they don't really look like they've got it in them.
But Salah's doesn't even have it in him to bail anyone out, bro, because he's not good enough technically. You know, those, like, he's not bailing man out, bro. Salah's not picking up the ball, like what Rashford done, nutmeg man, and then pamming it. He's not doing that, bro.
I know, but what I'm saying,
bro, like, he even lies on the system to score goals still. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not really a bailout thing. Like, it's not an individual brilliance thing. It's a Liverpool still create enough chances for him thing.
He's popping up and scoring goals. That's what I'm trying to say. So when they do, and he's bagging them, that's what they're relying. That's what they're relying on more, rather than Liverpool was scoring goals from the whole front three. Firmino looks like he ain't got a goal. Mane looks a bit burnt out right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. But they've been playing non-stop football for how long now? Like, it's been non-stop for them for the last 3 seasons. This 11, so they're gonna get injuries. They're gonna get everything. And Gary Neville said they need new ideas. They need something new, because we can't just keep going to the injury thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Right, my mum's calling me, boy. Yeah, we can't just keep going to the injury thing. So yeah, man.
No, 100%. But no, big up West Ham. Do you know what I mean? They're doing their thing. Man saying they're not enjoyable, fashionable, to watch, but they're effective. And bruv, sometimes that's all that matters, especially with clubs of that ilk. First make them hard to beat, and then add a bit of quality. Do you know what I mean? And I think that Moyes has done that. He's made them hard to beat. He's made them organized, and then he's added quality, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And like, big up the Don for the super chat. Exactly. Salah's not someone that's going to carry your team. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not like Alexis Sanchez was at Arsenal. He don't have that.
He ain't that sort of guy. Like,
he's not that kind of player, but he's the kind of player that if you create chances for him, and he will score goals, innit? And
the thing is, with Liverpool, because they have, like, it's not like they don't have good players. Because they got good players, they will always create. So now what it is that they're creating fewer chances. So, and he's putting them away. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. We're popping up with a goal. He's putting more away than he is missing right now for me. And in fact, that's not even true. He's still missing them. But his goals are important now. And where the others ain't scoring, he's stepped up. So yeah, man. And I'm happy that Everton finally got a win at Anfield. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a mad thing, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? That place went from a fortress to a flipping whorehouse real quick, blood. You know,
4 in a row at home. Wait, am I wrong? Is it 4 in a row?
Yeah, home? I think it is 4 in the bounce.
4, and they hadn't lost for like however many years, and now all of a sudden they've lost 4 in a row. Do you get what I'm saying, man? So that's all mad.
No, 100%. It's all a bit of a mad thing. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? Get us over 500 likes. I see a few of you, man, say that the channel got clipped yesterday. Good. You know them ones. I don't care. Them man be doing the promo for me, blood. I woke up and had more followers on here. You know them ones. So let them keep clipping it. You know them ones. You man know who I rate and who I don't rate. That's never gonna change, but I don't care how them top reds feel about it. You know them ones. The same way they took my man off and then brought on the young youth yesterday for the debut for a little 6-minute cameo. He must have touched the ball once and that. It's all PR, blood. That's all United are good at. PR, bro. You know them ones. Took off one academy graduate for another. Like, and then they got the little picture to put online, bro. This thing was rehearsed. They planned to do it before the game. You know them ones there. Some joke thing, blood. I ain't got no time for that, bro. I'm here for the football, Dapo. I'm not here for the tribalism. I'm not here for the emotion. If I want emotion, I'll go to my gal, innit? Or I'll go to my mum or something. I don't want no emotion with no football club, bro. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of grown men kicking a ball of air, blood. There's no emotion. You know them ones.
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. So, like, even though people were happy with that 1-0 defeat yesterday, I'm just like, nah, man. I watched football, like, but I'm not gonna scream and shout because I used to scream and shout when we were doing business. We're not doing business like that right now, innit? And you can, there's bare, we only lost 1-0 and that, but no. I wanted to win, but whilst we're talking about not being here for it. Are we here for Tuchel and his treatment of
Callum?
Yeah,
I am.
And even let me hear this. Hey, come inject it. Let me hear this.
He done exactly what I would do. You know that, man. He done exactly what I would do. I respect him for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right though, when he came on.
Nah, listen, bruv. Like, there's all right, and then there's doing what the manager wants you to do, innit? That's just what it is, bro. And I think he's the kind of manager that has such a specific style and a system. If he doesn't feel like you're doing the job that he's asked you to, he's allowed to take you off. And not only did he take him off, at least he addressed it. Not only did he take off Callum, at least he gave him a pat on the back and said to him, you know what, whatever. And then he came out to the press and he actually addressed it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he took man off like what Duncan Ferguson done to Moise Keane and never said nothing and just badded man up. You know what I'm saying? He took man off, kind of put an arm around him, was like, whatever. And then after the game, he said, listen, honestly, I ain't been too happy with what I've been getting from him the last few games. He knows it already. This is why I took him off. But obviously he rates, man. Because when he first came, he said, listen, I rate Callum highly. He was linked with Bayern Munich. He was on the radar in Germany. I know his strengths, this, that, and the other, and listed them off, bro. One thing about Tuchel, is he's mad analytical. Mad analytical. He's a proper, like, that's the way I see football as well. He just sees it like that. You get me? So I get what he means. Like, man's just like, yo, I rate this youth, but if he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, it's a team game. I'll take him off. I don't care about his feelings, blood. There's 22 other men. And that's the way it needs to be, bro. It wasn't a personal thing, bro. He would have done it to anyone. Because he openly said he rated man when he came into the club. So I don't have a problem with it.
Do you know what it is? It's only because, and maybe I need to go back and actually see it, because when I saw the clippings, I saw stuff about his attitude weren't right or something like that.
No, he just said he wasn't happy with the counter press, like his effort and that. He didn't think that he was doing it correctly.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because when I saw it, I saw stuff about, because obviously he came on at halftime and then got hooked. And then when I saw the thing, it was just like I wasn't happy about his attitude. His attitude was off. And I was just like, I'm not sure about that. You get me? Even the Tammy one I thought was harsh, but I don't think that's harsh in any other thing than football reasons. I'm not looking into the deeper thing there, but I thought it was harsh on Tammy. But at the same time, if you've got standards and man ain't reaching those standards, hook them off if that's what you want to do. But just know you're living by your decisions. On some days it will work, on some days it won't. So yeah, Chelsea.
Bruv, at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for the team, bruv. Because if you leave him on and you don't think he's doing what you want him to do, then bruv, you just get pissed off at man, and then after the game you're blaming man. Nah, bro. Like, you only have a certain window to make a decision as a manager. You have to make it. The same way, Pochettino took off, I think it was Idrissa Gueye, on the yellow card at half-time, bruv, brought in Ander Herrera. Ollie didn't do the same thing with Fred, and Fred got sent off. You know them ones, ain't no room for sentiment. Even if man's playing well, if he's on a yellow, sometimes you might have to take man off to save him. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was in the Champions League.
I thought you meant yesterday. I thought I missed it.
No, I think it's in the Champions League. He was on a yellow card, didn't take man off, then he went and got sent off like a dickhead. Or not even Champions League. It could have been in Europa League. Can't even remember now. But it's one of them ones where This is what happens, bro, at the top level, blood. If a man's not doing what you ask him to do, bro, there's no time to wait and then wait till the game's done and then say, oh, you know what? Yeah, maybe if I did this. There's no time for maybes, blood. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to just do it.
Yeah, no, for real.
No, I'm saying, and my man said he implemented the element of counter pressing to force the opponents to make mistakes. And Callum wasn't doing enough of it at the time. So he pulled man off. That's fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I needed to, because what I saw was that people were just saying, he mentioned something about his attitude. And I'm just like, rah, okay. Like, because I thought, when he came on, I thought he looked all right. I feel like he injected something and was actually, you know, they looked more alive. So when he came on, I even tweeted, I said, if he's not injured, that's a bit harsh because he's actually doing all right. And don't you think that maybe, you know, if you're not doing it, fair enough. But don't you think you can maybe communicate that more, especially when the person you brought on to do that, Ziyech, he ain't that sort of player to do that. And he didn't do it when he came on either.
Ziyech isn't the kind of player to do that. And that's why there's rumors saying that Ziyech wants to leave as well, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because they're saying he doesn't suit the style. And he doesn't. But again, that's not the manager's fault, blood. I can only ask you, to do what I ask you to do. And then if you don't do it, that means I can't trust you. And then I just don't pick you. It's that simple. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are too emotionally attached to this shit, bro. Like, bruv, if you're a manager and you've got a philosophy, if the players can't play the way you want, you don't play them.
Yeah.
It's that simple. That's the reason why Arteta don't play Aubameyang down the middle. Because he can't play down the middle the way he wants to in the system. That's it. It's not deeper than that. It's not deeper than that. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, their man are jumping on the Tuchel train, yeah. They just want to try and apply pressure on man, yeah, because Frank Lampard, their man are just sucking him off, bro. So now they don't want to like Tuchel, but the fact is, Frank Lampard's a bum. That's what it is. He's a bum. He's a bum of a manager. That's what he is, bro. You know them ones. Imagine, yeah, you're a shit manager, yeah, but you couldn't even at least get man kissing the badge, bruv, and you're a Chelsea legend. He's got nothing about him. Imagine being a shit manager, yeah, but you can't even be likable because you're a prick.
Yeah.
You know them ones. That's what it is. He wasn't likable. If he was likable, you'd probably still be in a job right now.
These managers. Who do you think is the next manager to go? Mourinho? No, I don't think Mourinho's going to go there.
Bruv, if Mourinho's still there next season, it'll be a mad thing.
No, I think he will be because, number one, they're going to have to give him a mad payout. I don't think they're trying to do that with their stadium as well. Cheers. Number two, I heard them say something about that they're happy with his actual, because look, he's got them in the final and they're competing, or for whatever they're competing in the league. I don't know. But I don't think they're looking to get rid of him. But so what about Steve Bruce?
What about him?
Do you reckon Newcastle will get rid of him?
I don't think so. How many men are going to want to manage them if they're in the Championship?
It's so mad. You know what's so mad? I think people take this Premier League team for granted, you know, because man are close to going down, you know. Newcastle.
And who's going to take that job with Mike Ashley in charge? Nobody. I've heard that the reason why Bruce is there is because he's got a good relationship with Ashley and no one else would want that job.
Wow. So what? Fulham have done well. Fulham are literally 3 points off the bottom. So Newcastle are there, and then Brighton, and then Burnley. I need Burnley to go down. Can't stand them. Wow. Yeah, man. Hey, Fulham, I need them to stay up because I'm here for it. Niger FC.
Yeah.
I'm here for Niger FC, man. Ademola Lookman doing bits. Josh Maja, Olaina. Get me tossing.
They're doing the thing. They're doing the thing.
Yeah, man. And
can't even lie.
It's good because, you know, at the beginning of the season, they just looked awful. So I think Sheffield United and West Brom are gone. And they're finished. They're finished. Yeah. And I'm happy. I'm even happier about it because Sam Allardyce, I'm not here for him. Like, I don't know if you discussed the whole Ravel thing.
Yeah. No, I haven't discussed it. But yeah, bruv, listen. I told man that was the first time I met Ravel when he was at West Ham.
Bro.
You know them ones there. That was the first time I met man, and it's one of them because I had a few friends playing there at the time, and I never knew that was the reason why he left, bruv. But man, no, Alardyce is a crook, bro. He should do jail time for that, blood.
Bro, listen, I had a whole talk that someone was talking to me about the fact that he's had chances since then. I'm like, I hear that, but I think people
that was the chance. He was happy.
Exactly.
He wanted to be there. He was playing well. Everything had lined up for man. And the reason why he couldn't stay there was because he wouldn't sign for the agent of the fucking manager. That's a joke.
Imagine that. So that, and then after that, Sam Allardyce came out and was just like, yeah, his attitude was a bit off and blah blah. And I don't think people realize who Sam Allardyce is in the world of football or English football. Like if he says something about you like that, it sticks. Do you get what I'm saying? After that, he went QPR. He wanted to go QPR. They said, no, we don't want you to go to QPR. Like, bruh, they killed him. And it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence that every time he goes abroad, he does well. But when he comes back to this country, do you know what I mean? There's always
because there's always an agenda.
Exactly.
There's always an agenda against him because that's what happens in this country. You get blacklisted, innit? You know them ones. If you don't fit in, your face don't fit, you get blacklisted, bruv. That's what happens. And then certain man, there's rumors going around, then you don't get certain chances. Like I said, why do you think Daniel Sturridge ain't playing in the Prem right now? Because it's got nothing to do with ability. It's got nothing to do with injuries because Andy Carroll keeps getting contracts.
Oh, I'm telling you, Andy Carroll's still getting these contracts, bro.
Still getting them, bro. You know the ones because his face fits, blood. That's all it is.
So mad to me, like, and like you said, Alardyce, with all of this that happened, and with the thing that come out years ago with the bungs, I don't know if you remember that.
No, of course I do, bro. And even the England, why he lost the England job, mad thing.
And then after that, he still lands a top job in West Brom, and no one even batters an eyelid. Do you know what I'm saying? And England also paid him off.
That's the same thing as Carragher spitting in a man's face and going back to work, blood, or spitting in a little girl's face even. Bruv, you see this football thing? If your face fits, you can get away with fuckeries. If yours doesn't, they play the attitude card. Yeah, that's just what it is. Man want to play the attitude card. Yeah, you know them ones. But I'm just happy that he plays for Jamaica now, Rav. You get me? He's out there with the man them.
Trust me. And it's good because he'd be much happier there than playing with England. Imagine him playing in this England team where they don't rate him like that, and any chance they get, they would absolutely slaughter him.
That's what I'm saying. Rav's my guy, man. Big up Rav every time. You know them ones. Every single time.
Big him up. Wait, let me see the table quick. I want to see where Tottenham are.
Like 9th or something.
Tottenham are just a space above us, bro. Robert.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they really.
No one can't tell me that Andy Carroll's better than Daniel Sturridge. They can't.
They really. Oh, of course not. Of course not.
They can't. You know them ones, but one can't get one had to go Turkey and them things there. One can't, bro. It's a joke thing.
Are we saying this is Kane's last season at Tottenham now?
Nah, because no one can afford him.
You think so?
Yeah. No one can afford Harry Kane. Harry Kane's peas, bro. Harry Kane is peas, bro. Know what I mean? Nobody can afford him. Know what I mean? And also, I just don't know, bruv. I just don't know. Like, I'd love Harry Kane. I'd love Harry Kane at Man United, but it's one of them ones where for the money that it would cost to get him, I wouldn't pay it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's costing 100 M's, and I'm not paying that because he's not worth that in this current market.
But did you know what it is? A lot of people are saying, because obviously Aguero's not signing a new contract. But Pep ain't gonna want Aguero, blood. He likes guy. I mean, he's not gonna want Kane, bro. Like he wants someone that will press, bro. Like, you know them. He wants someone like Haaland or something like that. I really want to see where Haaland goes, if he goes anywhere, because one thing I know is
he won't go this season.
You know what? Because Dortmund, I don't know if they'll get rid of Sancho and Haaland.
No, it will be Jadon first, and then Haaland this season after. They always like to have a replacement.
Oh, mate, because wherever Haaland goes, because do you know what's mad? You see Haaland, yeah.
Mm.
What confuses me about him is that you see his physique.
Yeah.
Absolutely no reason why he should be so athletic. Bro,
bro, he's a Viking, bro. Like, understand, yeah? This youth, yeah, is built like almost like CR7, bruv. I think he might even be taller than Cristiano.
Yeah, I think he is.
He's a fucking, he's just a lanky CR7, bruv. I swear down, with 1 foot, but it's fine. He's a beast, bro.
Bro,
he's actually a beast.
The guy, he's very, I think the word for him is mechanical. Like,
he's a robot, blood. He's an android. That's what man calls him, android, fam.
Bro, like even when you see him running, I saw he was trying to get in the box for something, man. If you saw the speed man was moving at, and he was not breaking stride for anyone, and I was just like, nah, this guy is an absolute machine. And I think that's why a lot of people don't. It's not that they don't rate him as highly as he should, but I think a lot of people look at him and stylistically, you look at me and just think, nah, what's this guy ain't it? Until you actually see him play.
Yeah, he's not. He's effective. He's another one. Yeah, he doesn't really pass the eye test, but he scores in it. So I think he just kind of passes it. Like when I look at Haaland, he just passes the eye test, just like by the skin of his teeth. But he's a fucking absolute machine, bro. Honestly,
when I use Dortmund on FIFA, yeah, the way I play with tiki taka, Haaland is missing in that.
Yeah, he can't play in that. No, he can't play in that.
Pass in the box, and he'll do a madness. He'll do an absolute madness. So, yeah, man, I really want to see who the next striker is to be at Man City, because Jesus for me ain't the long term.
Bruv, I think they're gonna they might just do a false 9 Messi thing for one season and then get Haaland in for the season after, bro.
I think so.
Yeah, they could do it. Not gonna lie, bruv, because they've shown that they can play without a striker.
Bro, man, I laughed at that. I said tiki-taka of FIFA. Bro, you guys, I need coaching, because I think that's why I've been losing recently, bro.
On FIFA, you can't play proper football. That's what you need PES for that, blood. You need PES for that. On FIFA, if you try and do that shit, bro, someone's just going to hit you with the straight fucking...
Bro, you know what happens?
All over the top, blood. FIFA, you can't...
Bro, you know what happens? Someone on FIFA, yeah, I'll do my tiki-taka. The moment it don't work, you get someone who can dribble for like 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
They'll dribble for 10 years and get past all my players and then bang it in. I'm just like, I can't compete with that, bro. Like, that's why I think I'm just going to stop playing FIFA, bro.
You can't do it on FIFA, blood. You'll get someone that's doing sombreros over your head and that when you're trying to
do a kick up.
Yeah, when you're trying to do 2-3 passes. Nah, bro, it's a mad thing.
Nah, man. I might have to go to PES again. Remember back in the day when Pro Evo was the one.
Bruv, listen, the PES gameplay is proper, innit? You can actually open the pitch up and play. FIFA, nah, bro. It's a simulation thing, bruv. It's some joke thing, blood.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go.
It's some joke thing, bruv. When I see man sombrero win, man, and that, nah, bro, I'll clothesline you.
Bro, listen, I play some guys and they're not even good, but they can dribble.
That's it. That's all they're doing.
And then
can't tackle them, innit? It feels like you can't tackle.
Bro, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I think that's it from me, man.
100. Big up everyone inside. Smash up the like button. I'm back with man like James later. You get me at 6 o'clock. We chat about Liverpool. Now, I mean, we got that Madison quote as well about the young English players. Man's going to talk about that as well. Man, have to remind me. You just saying how like the generation's more technical and that. And I'll get the quote up now, actually.
Do you know what's funny? I had a thing on my.
He just said, yeah, when Spain dominated international football, everyone was talking about the technical football when I was growing up because I was smaller than the others. My touch had to be perfect. Maybe this era with Foden, Mount, me and Jack Grealish, maybe that's the type of player we'll produce more of. You get me? So one of them ones, bruv, you know, like that. So yeah, and I think that they will, especially with foreign managers as well. Like in the game now, I think that 100% that's gonna happen, bro. And I'm here for it, bro, because those are proper footballers, blood.
Yeah, no, I'm because I even said the other day, that I on my Instagram for people to name their top 3 talents in the world, and obviously Mbappe and Haaland came second, but a couple people. I'm not even mad. I put Yao Felix as number 2, to be honest.
Yeah, he is, bro. He's more talented. He's more talented than Mbappe and Haaland, bro.
And I put Haaland as number 3. But then when I looked at everyone's top 3s, a lot of people put Foden in there. And I'm like, you know what? Even though I don't agree, it just goes to show how good like Foden is. And what do you think Foden's ceiling is? I don't think there's...
I think he's got a world-class ceiling, bro. Absolutely, but I don't. He'll never be like a João Felix, blood. Them man just have something different. Them man have a different ingredient. You see them man there, like you know them man. Them man have a different ingredient. It's just like them Brazilian man. Them man have a different ingredient, fam. That like you can't have it. You just can't have it.
Yeah, man.
You know, like that. Them man have got extra seasoning.
Bro,
you know, the Foden ain't got the seasoning. You know that, man.
Do you think a lot of that comes down to the fact that we see him week in, week out as well? That people
No,
don't really...
I think because we see Foden week in, week out, I think we rate man and respect him higher. And also there's like the English bias and the fact that you see with Foden, when you see a little white youth from Stockport, you don't expect him to kick ball like that. So there's that as well. You know them ones. Like when you see little Brazilian guys, you're kind of like, oh yeah, well I kind of expected it because man's Brazilian. You know them. Like same with Jack Wilshere when he bust through, the way he was kicking ball, yeah. Like the way Jack Wilshere was kicking ball, it was kind of like it looked better as well. One, because he was left-footed, and two, because we're not used to seeing Englishman play like that. You see what I'm saying? But then Pep was like, yeah, man, I got 10 Wilshires in La Masia, bruv. So what? You know, like that. So it's that perspective. I think Foden's wavy, but he looks even better to us, yeah, because he's not what we're used to seeing from a typical English player. Do you see what I mean? No, but
that's what I'm saying. Do you think like if we didn't see him every week, we'd appreciate him more? Because I see people
say, no. I don't think so.
Ansu Fati, and he's good.
Yeah, but I don't think so, because even when you look at Foden, yeah, this is only his first real season, yeah, that man's really established in the first team. Before it was just, oh, it's a potential thing. He's in and out. This is only his first season starting really in that team. And we're all talking like, yeah, world-class, best player in the world. Bro, he's only played like fucking 15 games or something like that where man's been like at that level consistently, bro. He's still fresh. Do you know what I mean? Like, give man time to flourish. Like, he's not at the ceiling yet. He just, bruv, we still haven't seen how, if Foden's going to have a bit of bad form and how's he going to kind of pick it back up. Like, he hasn't had a dip in form yet. There's so many things that we need to see from him. But, man, they did the same thing with Mbappe. Do you know what I mean? Like, just talking like man's just going to play at this level forever. He's never going to have a bad game. And, you know what I'm saying? There's so many things we need to see of man before we can fucking...
Listen, Rants,
do you know what I mean?
Rants, you see why I can't talk football with a lot of people? You know, there was a time when like people forget as much talent as these men have when they're young, they're always going to go through spells where it doesn't click for them.
100. Look at Mason last season and then this season.
But he got me, they're young. But you know what's mad? People were talking dirt on Mbappe's name. Those same people, when he scored his hat-trick last week, they were like, nah, see, Mbappe's the truth. Mbappe's the truth. Like, sometimes you just have to let these young boys just go through those moments where not everyone can be an R9, where from 18 they're just doing bits. You get what I'm saying? And you know, when they are going through these times, it's about just letting them have those times so they can come back. Like you said, Mason was flying, but Mason can't do that all the time.
Yeah, maybe can't do that all the time.
Maybe when you're 25 or 26, you can have that expectation that you have to be able to do it consistently, but let them have their potential and realize their potential in peace. Do you get what I'm saying? Because Mason's another one, bruh. A lot of people discredit Mason now because of his form or whatever, but you can't.
But again, his form ain't his fault either, because the team are playing dead football. They're not getting him in chance. They're not getting him in positions to score goals.
You can't discredit him. You get me? Because he's a big part. And when you got when you got a manager that prefers Daniel James to you at times, like there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, because Daniel James has got pace, bro. Listen, Ollie's got blood on his hands. Like Bradley said, blood. He has. Now I'm saying Ollie's killing him, bro. Same way he's killing Martial, he's killing Pogba, he's killing Van der Beek, bro. He's killing all of our actual technical, talented players, bro. You know what I mean? He's killing all of them. Do you know what I'm saying? And what Mason's going through right now is because the team aren't playing well. Because as much as people talk about Cavani's movement, he's got all this movement in the world, yeah. And bro, he's still not scoring no goals. Know what I mean? You know, the ones there, like he's got the same amount of goal involvements as fucking Martial, blood. We might even have less. Like, he's not even thriving either, blood.
But
you know what I mean? Man finished the game with like fucking 11 touches one game, blood. I was busting up.
Who?
You're just running around doing bleep tests, Cavani. He's out here doing bleep tests, bruv. Like, it's long.
When I had Andy Cole last week on my chat, someone come up and they asked him about Martial, Rashford, and everything. He goes, and they asked him, who would you say is the best striker at the club right now? And he said, hands down. 1 second. Yeah, he said hands down, Cavani. He said it's not even close. He said it's not even close, and he said with the other two, Ole needs to find a way to get them to play, and he doesn't think that Ole has it in them to coach them, because remember Ole was a striker.
Yeah, but bruv, listen, Ole was a striker, but Ole played in one of the best teams in Europe for like most of his career, innit? He never went anywhere and was the main striker at another club. So I don't really know. Like, we'll never really know what man was on. You know them, man. We'll never really know, innit? Like, he had a good instinct, to be in the right place at the right time to score goals. That's what Ole was good at. But he was also in a team that created a hell of chances, blood. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen Ole play at like a fucking West Brom or something like that to know what man would have done. So maybe he can't coach them. Maybe he doesn't know what he did. You know them ones, because he hasn't improved either of them. And the thing is with Cavani, again, Andy Cole comes from that era, the old era of box number 9s. You know them. So of course he's gonna have a bias towards a Cavani. He likes a Cavani, bro. Know what I'm saying? Because Cavani scores the ugly goals, the little headers, the near post runs and all that. But that's not where football is today.
That's what he said as well. He was just like, back in the day, like, because someone was just like, what kind of striker would you be in today's game? Like,
you'll be like Aubameyang, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
No. He said he'd be more like, because if you look at the way all these strikers play, it's all nice and neat and get touches. He was like, Jamie Vardy doesn't do anything but running behind. Yeah. He said he'd be that kind of striker, running in behind, because strikers don't like to do that though.
Yeah, but Aubameyang's the same. That's what I mean. He'll be that style of player. Okay, just running in behind, bro. But that in this modern game, bruv, that ain't shit. Vardy can get away with it, but Vardy's on penalties. Andy Cole wasn't on pens. You know them ones, like Vardy's on pens. I think he scored more pens than he scored goals from open play in the league.
No, that can't be.
I think he's got 11 Premier League goals and he scored 6 pens.
Oh, you meant this season? I thought you meant like in general.
No, this season.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So like, ain't nobody really firing, you know what I mean, from open play and that. Him, Bruno, and fucking Salah have scored like 6 and 7 pens, bro.
Yeah.
It's a mad thing. So no, there's no striker right now that's just lenging it out. You know what I mean? There isn't one. Like what? We're over halfway through the season, and it looks like what's going to be the most amount of goals scored by a forward this year, bruv? If they bag, I don't see none of these strikers bagging 25.
Yeah.
I don't see it. You know what I mean? Football's changing, bruv. And a lot of these OGs need to just realize that the little box play that you used to do ain't going to run no more. Dwight York would have been able to play in this era, cool, because he had wavy link up. And he had good feet. You know what I mean? Coley wasn't that. Coley was getting behind. Boom. Like when he came to Man United, they even said to him that, right, you have to improve on your link play. It's not just about scoring goals here.
Right. What? That can't be true. He has 12 goals, 6 pens. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vardy. See, I knew it was around that. So it's half. Half a man's goals are penalties.
Okay, but I thought that was like he's got 12 goals and another 6 pens. That's if he's got 18 goals. But yeah.
No. 6 pens. So half of his goals are penalties. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like, trust me. Like, Dwight York, the way he played, he could have played in this era right now. You know the ones. No, without changing his game. A lot of these strikers of that era, of the Andy Coles, the Shearer's era, and that, they couldn't play in this era without changing their game and adapting their game. Because the game would bypass them.
I think
bypass them.
I don't know, you know. I think that, in fact, I'm thinking more like the top end of strikers. I don't think, but obviously the average striker back then, they'd probably have to change, to be honest. Like the top end, in any era, they'd be able to play how they play. Do you get what I'm saying? Stylistically,
if you're just a goal scorer and nothing else, this era of football, you're gonna struggle, bro. You're going to.
Someone
said, you know what I mean?
He'll definitely struggle too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, because he had nothing outside the box, bruv. Do you know what I mean? The days of just playing back to goal, popping it off and then getting on the end of a cross, that don't happen now. Like, that don't happen now. You gotta have more than that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have more than that. Like, a man said, Drogba would dominate in this era. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't, bro. Because who's crossing the ball for man to be getting on the end of crosses like that? It's just not gonna happen. Do you know what I'm saying? It's less physical, but the game, the whole pattern of football's changed now. You know what I mean? All the goals are coming from your wide players now. Your Salahs, your Manes, your Rashfords, whoever, like the wide man are the guys that are scoring the goals, bruv. And the man in the middle is the pivot now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So the old school number 10 doesn't really exist. And now the number 9s are more like number 10s. They're creative. So if you're just a guy that wants to get on the end of fucking crosses, yeah, that's some, bruv. Like, this ain't the era of football for you, bruv. You're going to struggle, cuz.
Hear that.
You know what I'm saying? So, now I'm saying, big up everyone. Now I'm saying in the comments, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you follow Counter Attack Podcast. What else you got coming up, my guy?
Nothing, man. I'm just kind of just plugging away, man. I've got some stuff coming next couple of weeks, but I'm just releasing the podcast. Got another one dropping later on this week. But most of like the big stuff is coming like next week and that. So I mean, like in the coming weeks, because I just had to plan and prep things properly rather than just put stuff out like I've been doing. But yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Don't watch that.
So big up everyone. You know what I'm saying? The hyperlink. Make sure you click the hyperlink in the title. Make sure you subscribe to Dapo's channel. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bruv, back at 6 o'clock with man like James Redmond TV to talk about Liverpool, talk about Jose's quotes. Man's talking about, he's got the top 2 coaches. His coaches are like basically saying he's still one of the best coaches in the world and all this fucking bollocks, even though he's a scrub. You know them ones. So yeah, we're going to have a laugh with that. You know them ones there. So now there's loads to talk about. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. Mad love as usual. And then, yeah, 6 o'clock.